Going on, guys? Here we are in the dove field. Figured I'd do a little update for everybody just to show you what the field looks like. I'm finally getting around to doing an update video. We've had a lot going on around here between work and COVID and all that kind of stuff, and just trying to keep up with everything. Get this dove field going. It's been a lot of work. Actually, I probably put more time and more work into the field this year than I ever have. And really it's just because of Mother Nature and the challenges that she has presented us this year, along with, like I said, work, not having the time to get out here in the field as often as I'd like, but we got it done. I'm gonna show you all these sunflowers. We're gonna bush hog some sunflowers. The doves just left. I watched them leave, put them to bed, watch them fly all the way to roost from my back deck. And I'm not gonna tell you how many's out here yet. Maybe next week. Maybe next week I'll do a dove number update and let y'all know how many is out here. But y'all can see the corn. I bush hogged some strips through it last week. These are my late sunflowers. I'll walk y'all through those. They got absolutely huge. We actually got some rain on these. The sunflowers down there, there goes a bird right there. The sunflowers down there are dry. For the most part, they're dried out. Those are the ones I planted early. These are late. They're ready. They're mature. They've been sprayed 2 days ago. Let's see, Friday and Saturday. So 2 days ago and yesterday, we sprayed these sunflowers. I actually had some help this year. That was nice. My brother and my buddy Tyler came out and helped me spray these. We sprayed them with a side-by-side. I've had some equipment trouble this year. Got a tractor stuck last weekend trying to clean everything up and bush hog some corn. That was an interesting event. Backed the tractor down into the creek on the back of the pond. Accidentally, that wasn't intentional. And we buried her to the frame, or I did. I say we. I did. It was my fault. Had to get my father-in-law to come out here and get the other tractor to pull me out. But we got her unstuck. She's all right. She's good. So we're gonna get some sunflowers bush hogged, and I'm gonna give y'all a walkthrough of the dove field and show you what everything looks like, and just let you know what we got going on up here in the upstate of South Carolina. All right, I'm gonna walk y'all through the upper section of sunflowers first, and then we'll go to the bottom of the field and we'll bush hog some. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Time to get some sunflowers bush hogged, get some seed on the ground for these birds. 2 weeks away from opening day, and we made some good sunflowers this year despite a pretty bad drought in our area. We had a very, very dry spring, but fortunately, I mean, we made some nice sunflowers. This is where I ran over them with the tractor when I sprayed the other day to try to get what weeds did come back cleaned up, but it wasn't much. I mean, this field is clean. Right now we're in what we call the main field. There's still birds in the field, and it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night. Got a good number of birds. I'll probably wait till closer to the season this year to give an update on bird numbers, but all I'm gonna say for now is we are okay on the bird numbers. Hopefully this right here is gonna help. Running this bush hog as low as I can get it to the ground. Chop up those sunflower heads. I'll get out here in a minute and show y'all how much seed is left on the ground after I run through here with this bush hog. I apologize for just now putting out an update video. It's been pretty hectic around the farm this year between work and things going around out here. Got a lot going on, but everything's looking good. Wanted to take the time to give y'all an update. There's still birds coming in the field. I don't know why they're feeding so late this evening. They are. I'm not going to complain. I waited until late to come out here and run this cutter to these sunflowers just so I didn't run birds off. So hopefully there's not too many left in here and we won't spook too many. We got a lot of food. About to put some on the ground for them. I'm not going to cut too much right now. We've got a chance of rain for just about every day for the next couple weeks till open day, so I'm not going to put too much on the ground. I don't want it to just sprout and mildew and rot and go to waste. So I'll bush hog these, and the only reason I'm bush hogging them is because you can see where I knocked them on the ground with the tractor when I sprayed them. That's the only reason I'm even cutting them. Otherwise, we'd leave them standing all year long. But I'm going to get to it, and I'll see y'all in a few. We'll do a walkthrough. Maybe I'll get done in time before dark. We'll do a walk through the field, and I'll show you everything. All right, see you in a minute. All right, that's probably going to be all I cut for tonight. Let me show you why. Look at all that seed on the ground. I mean, it just demolishes these heads. And these heads, I don't know if it's from the rain or, like I said, there's still some green in these stalks. I mean, most of them are pretty good and dried down, but you can see, like, right in there, there's still some that are still pretty green, but holy crap at the food on the ground. If that don't get them in here, nothing will. And it knocks these heads around and just makes all the seed fall out. I mean, that's where that head was laying, all the seed on that bare ground. Now, I mean, it's everywhere. It's like this all the way down through here. Just pounds and pounds and pounds of black oil sunflower seeds right on top of this dirt. Exactly what a dove wants. See, what they'll do is they'll land in this open area that I just bush hogged, and yeah, they'll eat this. I mean, they'll eat the crap out of this, but once it hits this dirt, it does not last long. It'll sprout, mildew, mold, and it just, see, right now there's so much ground moisture. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that ground is so moist that it'll just sprout. I mean, a few days, a week, this right here won't be any good. Won't be any use to a dove. They'll eat what they can till it sprouts or ruins. And then the rest of it, it just goes to waste. Typically, I need to get me a smaller plow, but typically what I'll do is if I see they've eaten an area of the field out, I'll go in and I'll mow it down and cut it. And once I get 2 bush hog widths, I like to turn up some fresh dirt. I've got some dirt up there plowed, and I've got some dirt up there plowed up, just to give them some fresh dirt to dust and get some grit, stuff like that. But they've got plenty of food on the ground right now. Like I say, they've already been in here. I mean, they've been here for a month. I just hope they stay. We'll see. I hope they stay. Keep building in numbers, we'll have a good opening day. But the food will definitely be here. So that's the sunflowers. This is the lower part of the main field. There's the corn. That's about not quite in the middle. But we'll walk up there and I'll walk you through the corn and show you the corn. Talk about it a little bit, and then we'll walk on up to the top of the field and I'll show you all those sunflowers. All right, here we are in the top of the field, and these sunflowers got absolutely huge up here in this part of the field. As you can see, I'll hold you up. This is the poorest germination I have ever gotten in a stand of sunflowers, by far. Pretty bad. I planted some seed up here that I'd had for a while, so it was old. Look at the size of that head. And I figured, the farmer didn't really get the milo in when I wanted to, and usually all this up here is in milo, which there's one more strip of sunflowers right up there, one terrace up. The next terrace is where the milo starts, and it runs the whole top and back side of the property. So with that being said, since we didn't get milo in the ground in time, I came up here, prepped the ground, and planted us some sunflowers. Even though we got poor germination, I mean, we got a ton of food up here. So I'm glad I did that. They're looking good. We just sprayed these the other day as well. So probably gonna run a bush hog through these just before opening day. These I planted at the same time as the bottom of the field, and they're looking good, nice and clean, big old heads. A lot of food. All right, let's walk over to the corn. On this side, we've got 2 strips of corn. We've got one down there. That's about 2 acres. This one's about 2 acres. They're about the same size. I bush hog these strips in here just to get some early food on the ground, just to keep the birds hanging around. You can see there's still a lot of corn on the ground. They're in here. They're eating the corn. They'll bounce from the corn back to the sunflowers, but with the drought we had this year, this corn is pretty pitiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, we made plenty of corn, good size ears, but certain areas of the field it just looks pitiful. We also got hit by pigs pretty good. Not terrible. I mean, they could have wiped, this isn't a whole lot of corn. They could have wiped me out in a night, but that was just one of the struggles that much Mother Nature threw at me this year, was the pigs. The other was the drought. We've had a lot of adversity to deal with this year, but we got it done. We've got a lot of food, and we're ready to kill some birds. I know y'all are. Hopefully we'll have some good videos of some hunts to post up this year. Like I said, I'm gonna post an update video probably next week. Wait to the last minute to keep y'all waiting. Build the suspense to let y'all know how many birds we've got. Hopefully they stay. They make me nervous every year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the dove field. I'm gonna drive to the front of the field and show y'all those sunflowers. That's it. We've got, let's see, what did I add up the other day? 25 acres total in sunflowers. Little over, not much over, little over, about 4 1/4 acres of corn. I'll walk y'all over there and show y'all those sunflowers. They did really well. All right, so here we are on the front side of the field, closest to the house, right down below my house, and give y'all a good look at these sunflowers. These are looking good, nice and clean, not a weed in sight, and gigantic heads. A lot of food. I mean, just big old sunflower heads. Nice and clean. All right, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm back up at the house, got cleaned up, all the dust and chemicals washed off of me, got some clean clothes on. I'm gonna post up an update video next week, hopefully let you guys in on some dove numbers. Try not to put that out there too early, just because they're so unpredictable. They could leave the next day after I send out an update and let you guys know what I've got. They're a migratory bird, and you can't control them. The neighbor down the road could cut a milo field. Heck, they could cut a hay field and they could be on it for whatever reason. But for right now, it's looking good. The field's looking good. We've got some food on the ground, so hopefully the the weather will cooperate and the birds will cooperate, and here in about 10 days we'll be shooting some doves. See you guys soon.